Emsolation is recorded on the stolen lands of the Wurundjeri people, the first storytellers of this country. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to any First Nations peoples listening. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. Always was, always will be.
You're in Emsolation.
And we're back with a new set. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I feel a little bit like you're my therapist, but your therapy is disco.
And possibly a tasteful stripper later.
Oh, yeah, and there's a slight bordello vibe, but
Cigars.
very tasteful. It's
you.
a gentleman's club, but for ladies.
Correct. It's a diva club.
Ladies and gays.
Welcome back to Emsolation in the year of our Lord 2026. We are on season 7 of this
Jesus Christ.
fine show.
Yeah.
We haven't jumped the shark yet.
Well, it's more that we just got into the jumping the shark so early that you can't even... I think we jumped it when 360D and I came out, and then we've just been sailing through the air.
How dare you? Welcome to Emsolation. My name is Em Rossiano. I'm a writer, a singer, a stand-up comedian, a maximalist power queen, a neurodivergent magic brain, and a podcaster. And together with my best friend since I was 11, award-winning, soon-to-be attending the Sundance Film Festival screenwriter, actor-nominated, Mr. Michael Lucas.
Thank you very much.
I bring you this podcast every week. We have so much to get through. Obviously, a large portion of my life has been devoted to the current dramas between Brooklyn Beckham and his parents. There's a lot to catch up on. David Beckham has spoken. We will be discussing that. We'll also be talking about how Michael is heading off to Sundance very soon. And in the sealed section, Celine Dion released a video that you all sent us hundreds of times over. So we're going to do an okay stop on that. We will also be giving our predictions for 2026.
And we'll be checking at the end of the year.
Yes, we somehow couldn't find it.
Last year.
It wasn't a great. We didn't commit as hard as we're going to today.
I really want to be specific.
You're going to go in.
Yeah, I feel like plant your flag in the sand.
Okay. You are heading off to the Sundance Film Festival.
Park City, Utah.
Incredible. In preparation, I have been watching The Real Housewives of Utah.
Thank you.
The most current season.
Everyone says one of the best of the franchise.
It is the best.
It is the best. What makes it so?
They are comedians. These women say the most unhinged, unintentionally funny things. There's 25 punchlines an episode.
Right.
And they just hate each other. But they also find it funny. You can see how funny they find their hatred for one another. And they're Mormons. So it's a special...
Yeah,
je ne
it's a
sais
brew.
quoi.
Yeah,
You know?
I get it.
And most of them have kind of escaped it and are not living a traditional Mormon existence, put it that way. But the trauma and scars are very much there. And I enjoy it. But I've been trying to look out for hot spots for you and little...
Oh, thank you.
And just in case you meet one too. But yeah, it's very exciting.
I am going to download and watch some on the plane on the way over there, so I feel
You should.
properly prepared for the
I've
experience.
gone in the most recent season.
Okay, that's good to know.
I'm not going back.
Yeah.
One of them's in jail. Jen Shaw or someone. I know, if you are a Real Housewives, it would be like, because I've watched Beverly Hills from the conception. I know every Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. I love them. I follow them all.
Has that got Kathy Hilton on it?
Yes. She is the queen.
Yeah, everyone says that.
That woman does not exist in our realm. And when somebody's talking, she phases out for about 3 seconds and she just says it. She's like, I'm sorry, I've stopped talking. I've stopped listening. And she gets up and walks away.
Oh, respect.
Like, Kathy Hilton,
Yeah.
I love you so much. No, she is incredible.
Okay.
But I would be annoyed if someone said, I'm coming in at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills now.
No, I've only ever done season 1 of Real Housewives of Melbourne, and that's it. Gina Liano. And that's it.
You are an insignificant ass hair.
I know. Yeah. And frankly, I'm more familiar with the Gina Riley impersonation of Gina. I don't know what you've heard or misheard about what I might or might not have said in the heat of the moment, even though it wasn't even said.
So amazing. I'll never forget, I got to meet Gina. We presented at something together and I asked her about her spray tan and how she gets it so, even. And she said, I'll never exfoliate it off. I just add layer after I have no idea what my original colour is, Em.
That is unbelievable.
I just add it on. It's like there'd be over 150 layers on here.
Wow. Like an old sort of tree that would have all of the...
She would be a paper bark tree if you
could
peeled
go
it off.
through the eras.
Amazing. See how old she is.
I don't think my experience is going to be that similar to Real Housewives, alas.
Oh, it'd be pretty camp.
Camp? Sure.
So talk to me about what happens when you get there, because you are basically a housewife.
+1. I am. We get there quite late on a Thursday night, and then Adrian's screening is the next day, and he gets up early in the morning and does press.
Oh my God.
And it's all like Variety, Deadline, and everyone's like a photo shoot and a press thing with him and the cast. Yeah, and then there's a dinner or something like that. He's invited to all these things, some of which I'm invited to, some of which I'm not.
Isn't Janelle Monáe DJing at an event?
Yes. There's the Adobe editing party or something like that. She's DJ. I'm not invited to that one.
Homophobic.
No, well, yes. I'm also not invited to the Cheers Quiz event.
Homophobic. How can you not be invited to Cheers Quiz? You're a queer and you love saying cheers. And you loved the show
I
Cheers.
love saying cheers.
You love Sam and Diane.
Everything is true.
Everything
and
cheers,
Rhea
Jason.
Perlman.
So
I know.
mean. Oh my God. So the screening happens at midnight.
Yes. And then he has a Q&A. He introduces it, and then he also has a Q&A afterwards. And then we go to a cocktail party or a party that I think the producers throw, and then the review embargo lifts at 1:45. I know, it's terrifying. Wow. It's absolutely terrifying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For those of you who are just catching up, joining us in our most recent season, Michael's husband Adrian has written and directed a film called Leviticus.
Yes. A horror movie about two gay kids that get a curse put on them to get the gay away.
It's gay conversion therapy horror.
Yeah. And other filmmakers that it's a big Charlie XCX year. She's in a number of films, but she's debuting The Moment, her mock doc. So she apparently all through Brat Summer, she was filming a mock doc with Alexander Skarsgård. And Adrian, the director, was on the director's Zoom, and he described it as, so it's a Charlie XCX film, or as I call it, Spinal Brat, which is pretty great.
And wasn't Olivia
Wilde, quite a fascination for us.
On the Zoom?
Olivia, obviously, it's her third film, and what an epic couple of films she had. First one, Booksmart, which it influenced us so profoundly. Malala, still a hallmark. And still, if you have not seen Booksmart, I watched it recently.
still holds up.
Every cast member is amazing.
It's so good. So Adrian got on a Zoom call with all the other directors, and that's when they sit around. And what's the purpose of the Zoom call with all the other directors?
Just to they explain, like, I don't know, how the festival works, and then everyone does a little introduction to themselves. And so she did, hi, I'm Olivia. And
what? We've never heard of you. We didn't obsessively follow your relationship with Harry Styles.
Yeah. I know. Single is coming out.
Saturday. When's it?
It would be the 23rd for us. I know.
We're getting a Harry
so
single,
excited.
0-0.
I predict it'll be Dancy.
I predict it's a cover. I predict it might be a cover.
Okay.
I don't know. But I think he's touring. We're getting
Definitely.
a tour.
Yes.
We're definitely getting a tour. If he doesn't deliver disco music, and this is some kind of like Taylor Swift fast one, because she promised us dancing music, and look, I can aggressively sway to Fate of Ophelia, and that's about it.
I'll settle for just dance in general. I'm not going to hold him to specific disco, but I do think I just really feel you can't put a disco ball on your cover and have disco in the title of the album and not give us something we can dance to. And he hasn't yet ventured truly into that territory. I mean, you can sort of bop around to Watermelon Sugar, but you can't really...
I'm not predicting pure disco.
No, but what about dance?
Yeah, funk, dance. We'll see, but we're ready. Daddy's home.
Thank God.
Thank God we need him.
And also the commitment to
Gay bait, Michael.
Apart from the odd marathon in Japan, he really went to ground.
Thank God.
And thank God, because after those movies he was releasing and everything with our friend Olivia Wilde, our close personal.
Oh, dear friend.
Yeah, our soon-to-be friend.
You must befriend her. You must. So this is all very exciting. You need to keep me you've got nothing else on, you little +1.
I know.
Updating me.
I know. I've got my ski lessons. I know.
God.
I know. Unbelievable. And then we go to Broadway and it's very gay.
No, wait. Back to ski lessons.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've never skied in my life. I've never even probably been in the snow, really.
Oh.
Have you?
Yes. I went to our school. I went on the ski trips.
No. Were there ski trips?
Yes. When you think about it, our school had ski trips in a vineyard.
The vineyard wasn't really there in our era.
True, it does now. It had marijuana crops.
I've never. We weren't a skiing family. I've never been. Intriguing move to start at 47 with a hip replacement.
Yeah.
Not at all worrying.
Can't wait to hear how it goes.
Can't wait.
Amazing. Then you fly to Broadway. I didn't know you were going to do. Oh yes, I did. I'm trying to avoid. This is killing me.
Yeah, and we are seeing Jonathan Groff in Just in Time and Darren Criss in maybe this time and Leslie Manville in Oedipus.
Hi gay, hi gay, hi gay.
Well, that all sounds wonderful. We'll be keeping everybody up to date with how it all goes at Sundance. This is it. This is it. This is the moment. Your poor husband has been absolutely, he has been working
So hard, I know. There's a bit of a worry on Monday where it looked like he was getting sick because they just like completely finished the film finally.
No, get him on the Joe
he's
Biden
fine.
cocktail.
He's good. He's
Whatever
come
they were
good.
pumping him full of, get it for Adrian.
He's now that the film's finished and everything, he's going pretty well. It's a relentless schedule for him going to these screenings and introducing the film and then doing Q&As afterwards. Like so many.
Oh, poor Adrian.
No, I know but really they're only making him do it, like all the rest of the cast. But it's like you have to travel into parts of Utah and I'll go with him. It's a bit scary.
All right, well. One news story has dominated the hearts and minds.
Greenland? Oh, no, sorry.
Definitely.
Similarly, the global political tensions are
Huge.
similar.
Yeah. Well, there's some MAGA influence certainly in this situation.
Well, I was unaware of that until now.
It has been come to my desk, brought to my attention, that we speak, of course, of the Brooklyn Beckham catastrophe, blow up, PR nightmare that is currently unfolding, and it is uniting the world.
You've been on a journey with it. It's certainly inspired the internet, and it has been one of those times where it's like, sometimes I'm touch and go with the internet and social media, but then there are days when it really delivers. And all of the posts about what Victoria Beckham was dancing like at his wedding have just been so joyful. And I don't necessarily love a family implosion being broadcast to the world, but for those memes, I am grateful.
The devil works hard, but the meme makers.
Oh, and weren't they fast?
Whoa! It was incredible. But if you're surely you're aware, but if you're not, Brooklyn Beckham released a 6-frame story on his Instagram, basically saying he's felt controlled his entire life by his family. They don't respect his wife. He doesn't want to be friends with them anymore. Please leave me alone, full stop. And he also, in one section, said that his mother, Vicky B, Posh Spice, danced inappropriately on him at his wedding. Now,
What a choice of word.
what on was, yes.
And that is what has triggered all of these memes and postings and how glorious they are.
We've all been captured by the idea of Vicky and the first dance and her taking it over and all the possibilities of what could have happened. And I've gone and really thought about this, and I do want to see the footage, and there is footage out there. It's coming.
We need a royal commission.
I genuinely think we do need some kind of Senate inquiry.
Royal commission into Brooklyn Beckham's wedding.
I call bullshit because she is a terrible dancer, well documented, and you put a couple wines into that woman, she dances like your mum. She dances like your drunk auntie. It's 12. Red wine has come on. Red wine. And she's just swaying. Because if you look at, there's lots of supercuts of Vicky B attempting to dance online. Now, if Nicole Scherzinger was his mother, if Janet Jackson was his mother, you would believe it. You would if Beyonce, you would believe there was some bumping and grinding.
I wonder if Rocco Ritchie's ringing up going, bro, let's talk.
Exactly. But I refuse to believe this woman who is effectively the Tin Man with good hair when she dances.
And she's worked hard to be that way.
Hasn't she? I just refuse to believe it. It's just not some mum dancing. Like when I'm dancing with my girls, we do like shoulders. And
She's not a grinder, is she?
No.
No, that woman cannot twerk on so many levels. It's a profound inability to twerk.
truly does not have the movement in her lower back. I've seen that. And the other thing I want to announce is that I am Team Vicky B.
Okay, look, you took a firm stance. You declared your pride in Brooklyn as a fellow eldest child yourself. And now we've done a full 180. A full? Or do you still hold?
No, I still I'm impressed that he spoke truth to such power.
Yeah.
But then I started looking into it, and there was a clear divide on the people who were like, whoa, and the people who were like, meh. And that was how Anglo-Saxon you are. Because if you were raised in an ethnic house in any way, you just do not speak to your mother like that. Like, there would be a slipper thrown at your head. Your father would have there's just, if you are a person who is of a non-Anglo-Saxon background, you are not speaking to your mother like that.
Okay.
Also, mums hating their daughter-in-laws within our
Standard.
expected.
Yeah.
Like my nonna did not speak a word of English to my mother in 40 years.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just something that we just accept and know.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the Anglos have a higher standard. I don't know, but I just started looking at all these content creators who were, not Anglo-Saxon, not white,
Yeah.
going, girl.
And so they were team Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, they're like,
Right.
you do not speak to your mother like that. But I think I'm team Vicky B thoroughly and entirely because everybody's accusing them of controlling the narrative, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they've not done a very good job of it. It's all been shit on them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me one bad thing you've read about Nicola until this morning where her ex-hairstylist has come out and said, checks notes, she's a bad apple.
Wow. Wow. Succinct.
I don't believe they've been trying to
I
control
sort of had a
anything.
vibe that she was sort of falling into that kind of, without the racial overtones, some of the Meghan Markle-y stuff. Like she was a self-obsessed person who's come in and was stealing that boy away from his family. I was aware of that vibe about her.
Yeah.
Like I was aware that there was a negative swell of something around there, but I also wasn't looking very hard.
No, but everyone's been weighing in.
Yeah.
And the thing that tipped me firmly into Vicky B's camp was when Rebecca Lewis weighed in.
Oh, Rebecca Lewis.
Shut up! Shut up!
That's a name I have not considered for some time.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's not.
Nobody asked you, babe.
But nobody asked. But yet, what did she say?
Let me tell you what she said. So there was a Instagram post of her doing yoga, and one of her followers asked her underneath what she thought of it. So okay, I stand corrected. She was asked.
She was prompted.
And she said, so happy he's standing up for himself and speaking publicly, finally. I have felt so bad for his poor wife. Poor wife.
Poor wife.
Poor billionaire heiress. Knowing too well what they can be like. And then another commenter wrote something like, I can't believe he said what he said. And then she wrote, the truth will always come out. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, to me, I suppose
She has as much relevance in this situation as I do.
Oh, you've got more.
Thank you. Go away. Go away.
You're impartial. At least you can provide that. At least you can bring that to the table.
I went and did some research
Okay.
on Nicola's dad. Because I
Okay.
started reading, I like to go and look at Reddits. And I started
do.
reading.
And it worries me at times.
You should be. Elio now has seen me on that site so often he asked what the little red devil picture is.
Oh, and that, you know what? He's absolutely given it the right characterization.
Her dad is full MAGA.
Yeah.
Like, wears a red G-string. He is so pro-Trump. In fact, Trump was invited to the Florida engagement party of Nicola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that is allegedly the reason why David and Victoria decided to have one in London, because
Yeah.
they felt a lot of their friends and family may not want to be in the same room as Trump.
Yeah.
Nelson Peltz, her father, is a billionaire hedge fund manager and very famous for hostile corporate takeovers. And it's been joked online that Brooklyn has been hostilely taken over.
Yes.
Like he's been removed
Yes,
from...
he's an asset.
He's been acquired, folded in, given talking
Yeah.
points, given lawyers, given a media strategy. And I think the thing that really tipped me over, besides all the MAGA ties, is that he attempted a hostile takeover of Disney.
Yes.
And he went to the board and said, you're too woke, and didn't like the idea of Black Panther, didn't like the idea of Captain Marvel, and the Disney board rejected him, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
But that was a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Babe, come on. So, no, he is full MAGA, and this whole thing is a bit, and then other people are saying she's been with other famous boys before and separated them from their family. And so for me, I think it's unfortunate the family has imploded. I think it's going to be okay. I do eventually see him returning to the fold.
Okay.
And David Beckham
Optimism.
has spoken.
And what did he say?
He was
He was speaking about children and online culture.
That's it.
In a general way.
He's at the, obviously, World Economic Forum.
Davos. I mean, yeah, where basically all the billionaires get together to discuss how they're going to rape and pillage and destroy the world even more. So it's, for me, not a great thing that he's there.
And he was asked about, obviously the person asking him knew what had happened on social media.
As we all did. He probably listened to your special podcast. Probably was an insulator.
And what do you think about what happened? Yeah, and this is David's response.
They make mistakes. Children are allowed to make mistakes. That's how they learn. So that's what I try to teach my kids. But, you have to sometimes let them make those mistakes as well.
That is so condescending. But also what I predicted. I knew this is what they're going to do.
I thought that you thought they were going to say, we love our son and,
Well, that was effectively that, just not very specific.
Right.
I think it's going to be another 24 hours of silence and then there will be, to that effect, more of that.
For me, the bizarre thing is how strong the parallels really are to Harry and Meghan, and which is funny considering they kind of fashioned themselves as royalty, the Beckhams. Like they had the thrones at their wedding, and they were like the royalty of celebrities. And I mean, I guess I kind of have sympathy for all of them in a way, even though it's not like the parents at least didn't choose that life. But if I imagined my family having to live publicly in that way and regularly congregate again, like for example, You, as part of your job, live quite publicly, but you can be quite restrained about talking about your family, as can I. And there's a reason. Because can you imagine if, like, several times a year you had to congregate and put out, like, we're a happy family thing? My family would not. We would probably go down a similar path if that had happened. You don't choose your family, you love them, but you don't choose them. And you have very different ideas about how to handle things, what to do, and to maintain some sort of public brand. I know. And then especially if someone comes in who also has their own strong ideas about what a brand should be and everything like that. Like I think if you get them in without that and you can sort of shape them, that's one thing. But I am struck by the similarities with the Windsors and all I can say is I'm very glad that my family has not been called upon to maintain their brand. I don't know what our brand would be.
I do, but I'm not going to. Same goes with my family.
It would not be a lucrative brand, I can tell you that much.
It would not. No one would really want to associate with us at all. Maybe like injury lawyers or something.
Yeah, or Italian food companies maybe. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I can see when it all goes to shit and you can't speak, you can still eat the pasta.
Oh my God.
Not that happens ever.
No, it doesn't. Now, look, we'll be following this. And
I'm still waiting. The person I want to hear from, Mark Anthony. Speak your truth. Why did you dedicate a song to mother and son instead of? Is that true? Can you confirm?
It's true.
And also, did you consider
Agent of chaos?
Yes. As a man from Latin culture, did you think that she was dancing on? I want to know. He was married to J-Lo.
It's probably just a Tuesday.
Probably, exactly.
You know?
I bet in the Lopez Anthony house there was no squeamishness about any of that.
Oh, God. Look, I just want everyone to know we will be discussing J-Lo heavily in the sealed section because she has obviously been in her Vegas residency.
She has.
Lots of footage coming out.
Yes.
Her and Ben have been seen pashing on multiple stops. He's looking hot again.
She danced.
He's been J-Lo'd.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been out there with Ben Affleck, broing it up. I do love them together. God help me. I'm only human.
She danced with Sarah Snook. We are 1 degree separated from her now.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the text message we got from Sarah Snook from the Golden Globe. Oh, no, the night before the Golden Globes.
J-Lo posted a picture with Sarah.
I know, Sarah sent it to me. I was beside myself. And all of that is happening. People also want, before we head into the sealed section, they do want a heated rivalry discussion.
I'm proud. We were very early adopters.
You were?
We were there after episode 1.
I wasn't. It took me ages to get on board because everyone kept telling me to watch it.
Yes, I know, which I know is the worst thing.
Yeah, totally. It's give a radio reset if people haven't seen Heated Rivalry.
Oh, my God.
Imagine.
It's like, what is 1965 and you haven't heard of the Beatles? Heated Rivalry is an HBO Max show about 2 hockey players that have a torrid affair.
Gay.
Gay!
Gay! So gay. Gayer than Liberace's diamond-encrusted bleach asshole.
And we're electrified now because it does look like two of the cast members may be in some sort of tryst. We're not sure. And it's Francois Arnaud and Connor Story. So not the two that play the central couple, to the distress, apparently, of some fans.
Francois has been out there, though, on the mics. He's been on the... I feel like...
He's been meeting Oprah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the mark now for when you've made it?
If Oprah is a fan of a gay ice hockey melodrama, it's done its job. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
They had no money. Watch season 2 be the most out of control, budgeted, stunning, lush. There might actually be real sport. I hope not.
And maybe
I hope there isn't sport put into season 2 because they can afford it. I simply do not care. I hope someone gets an injury.
Do you think there's the theory out there that the real reason it's so successful is, I mean, obviously there's a sex factor, but in addition to that, they speak in an open-hearted way about their emotions, and particularly for straight women, it's just revelatory to see men cast in that way. Did you find that?
Yes. I think there's so many reasons why straight women are the hugest audience of this. For me, it's also that there are no women in there that are being there's no predatory nature about the men. Women are not an object. Women are not in a position of vulnerability. Like, I don't know. There's just something about watching men talk about their feelings and have sex with each other. Like, we all like men. We all like sex. Like, we can imagine it's ourselves because women are very good at that. I don't know. It's just, it felt like a bit of a reprieve from sometimes when I watch a heterosexual sex scene, it's a bit like, I don't know. I feel a bit like...
Yeah, there's an unease with the gender roles that people have to play and all that, which is sort of liberated from all of that.
But this was just, it felt weirdly, even though it was hardcore butt sex, it felt weirdly gentle.
Yeah. I can't, and that aspect of it, it is head spinning for me as someone who was working like from 2010 and being told you can only hold the gay gay kiss for like a few seconds and you're going to lose 30% of your audience. Like all of that was drummed into me so much. And then suddenly, and it had to come from some sort of random small Canadian network, suddenly end up on HBO and obliterate. And I know of people and productions that have rethought their attitude about gay intimacy because now they're saying not only do people not have a problem with it, it could be a selling point, which is bananas that in like 15 years we've gone from it being supposedly toxic and an absolute literal turn-off for people to suddenly being a marketable aspect is wild.
Well, I think it signifies the downfall of the patriarchy.
Well, I mean, here's my opinion.
No, because for so long, middle-aged white straight men have decided what the neutral gaze is. And that neutral gaze is usually a woman being objectified in a short skirt with her tits out.
Yeah.
And now there are women and queer people making decisions and the gaze is, that default is no longer that viewpoint. And that was the viewpoint on advertising, on every single thing. That was neutral. What would it make a 50-year-old white bloke horny? That was the question. And, gay sex isn't making the 50-year-old white bloke horny, so no, we can't do it. You'll lose an
or
audience.
if it is slightly, they're certainly not comfortable about it.
Exactly. Yeah. And more so to that point. So I think now what we're seeing is the decision makers higher up, and it's the things now that are having cut through are the left of centre, quirky, weird, dopamine-inducing, interesting shit is now becoming mainstream. And the stuff where we were always told, be family-friendly, don't commit anywhere, don't stand for anything, make it very general. Because as somebody who was always considered too left of centre to be successful, that's no longer the case.
I know, it's surreal. And it's wonderful that we're now in this world where something like K-pop Demon Hunters or Heated Rivalry can just come out of nowhere, seemingly.
Yeah.
And be completely under it. Both of those properties were acquisitions that were completely devalued and then just blow up.
Yeah. What's your favourite episode of all of them? Was it the cottage?
I have to say, I found it a pretty consistent run. I'm a defender of the episode 3 bottle episode. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, those two were
I
adorable.
love them.
That was where we focused on another couple.
Yes.
People were a bit bereft that we went away from
No,
the
but
main.
I was very much engaged with them, and I obviously loved the excitement at the end of episode 5. I don't want to give any spoilers, but then, the cottage was great.
That speech that Connor Story memorised in Russian.
Oh, I know.
And then I went on Reddit and found Russian people saying it was perfect.
I know. That's the other amazing thing about it is it's unleashed at least 3 stars, and they are all great. And Connor Story in particular. I forgot that he was in Joker.
What?
He was in the Gaga Joker, Folie à Deux.
What?
He's there at the end. Yes. Yes. First time I saw him. Yeah, and they're all great. They're
I just
great.
loved it. I couldn't watch it with my children. It was too much. I did watch it
Your daughter loves it. She watches it nightly.
I know. She also has merch. It's arrived. She has T-shirts now. But I did watch it with Nick and Trent, the two boys I went away with, and I did ask them for a breakdown on where the sex was unrealistic.
The lack of preparation, is that what they said?
Yeah, but also some of the angles were a bit off.
Okay.
And the scenes, there's one scene specifically where fellatio was performed while someone was trying to have a phone conversation with their friend.
Yeah.
And they felt that perhaps that wasn't researched well enough.
Mm.
But on the whole, I stand by the guy who makes the show where he said, what do you want us to do? Show him douching.
I know.
Like-
I mean, and when straight sex is shown, it's very rare that straight sex is just something that happens without any kind of consideration of anything. But if you watch the movies, it's like you're taken on the kitchen bench, basically.
And let me tell you, as a reluctantly straight person, this might be going a bit far. I spent my teen years watching sex scenes and thinking that, you just have sex with a man.
Oh, totally.
Nothing slowly makes its way down the inside of your leg when you stand up afterwards.
I know, that didn't happen to Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct.
Nobody
unless we're talking
mentions-
about blood splatter.
Post-session flow.
No.
That is not something the hetero films mentioned.
No.
So same.
Same.
But I loved it. I loved it. And I did it. I binged it.
It's complete. Of course you did. My only note of hesitation, but I can't. Look, I don't think it's going to ease the body image pressure that any gay man has on the world. I mean, I was watching it thinking might need to double the ab crunches in future going forward. It's intense, and that is part of the appeal.
It's terrible.
But it can't fight on every front.
I hate the pressure Heated Rivalry's putting on the bodies of men. Oh, no. You guys love the body you're in. It's what's on the inside that counts, and that you can bounce a 10-cent piece off your ass cheeks. You will notice, those of you who are keenly eyed as I am and focused on gluteals, episode 1, Tom Hudson.
Yeah.
Hudson's character, his glutes in Ep 1,
Shane
okay.
Hunt. Yeah. Oh, and they get better.
Ep, you go and look. Go and compare Ep 1 Hollander butt to Ep 5 Hollander butt, and fucking someone's been doing their crunches.
Okay.
Someone's been doing their deep squats.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. Continuity issues.
Well, but also there was a huge traversing time thing in the show. It went over about 10
The
years.
way they time jumped.
Yeah, but I defend that too because that was going on seasons. You want to just get to the point.
I lived for the time jumps.
It was constant.
Oh, no, 2.5 years later, whatever. We'll brush his hair the other way. No one will notice. It was so good. All right, that's it for first ep bag. Coming up next in Sealed Section, we're going to be giving our predictions for 2026. We'll be doing an OK stop on Celine Dion going through her handbag. It was... Oh, my God. Sent to us so many times. We have to do it. Thank you so much for being back with us. Next week, you'll be getting my chat with Diesel. And we'll be hearing
Mark Lazotte, not just chat.
singing.
Yes.
2 songs.
Although
Very exciting.
extra subscribers have already heard.
Yes, if you're an extra subscriber, you got tip of my tongue yesterday.
They were made to duet.
Thank you so much. All right, bye. If you're not a subscriber to Emsolation Extra, here's what you're missing. Hello and welcome to the Sealed Section, where Michael and I will be going through our 2026 predictions as requested by the Emsolators. I would call out Michael Lucas.
Yes, they know us well because it's all the things I was thinking about anyway, pretty much.
So we'll head straight into the Emsolation predictions for 2026. Michael Lucas, Donald Trump was the number one thing people wanted to know about. What are your predictions? I love it. When will it end? Will he die of old age or be assassinated? Will he take Greenland or get thrown out of office? Will the US midterms happen? Will he be alive by the end of the year? Lots of people wondering about...
If he will die.
Yeah.
Well, his health is clearly declining in many ways. He's falling asleep a lot. His rambling's gotten worse. Sometimes there's weird things with hands, and I, alas, do not think he's going to die.
Me neither.
I think he's going to see out this term, and it gives me no joy. I mean, I don't wish death on anyone, but if I was going to win... Anyway.
Careful, Jack Black.
No, I don't wish death on
Tenacious D
anyone.
got cancelled for that.
I know. I don't. Let's be clear. I do think the midterms will go ahead because they are controlled by the states, but I think his behaviour will get increasingly wild and erratic in the lead up to it and the level of distractions, because I do think they are going to see sweeping losses.
He's screwed at midterms.
Screwed.
That's my first prediction. They are going to be annihilated at midterms.
Yes.
If New York is anything to go by,
Yes.
if the huge protests against ICE is anything to go by, my God, the midterms are going to be a bloodbath.
And prices have not come down.
Nope.
There's so many reasons why he's at. And I don't think people like all this international stuff either. Like I don't think people are into the idea of invading Greenland. That's, in fact, one of the reasons why he got elected, is because he promised not to do any of that stuff. So I think all of the breaking of supposedly what MAGA's supposed to be about consistently is going to come back to haunt him in a really bad way. And I also think there'll be a lot of like quiet left-wing candidates that spring up like Mandami. But I think it's going to be a pretty brutal year because he's pretty unhinged and relatively unchecked. I don't think he's fully going to invade Greenland.
He can't.
Well, and also because...
They owe too much money. And what people forget, it's not about going to war. He owes so much...
If you want to hear, or even better, watch what happened next, give yourself the gift of Emsolation Extra. Right now, on our Extra Extra tier, you can watch the video episode of that ep you just heard and the sealed section back-to-back every week on the Supercast website for just $2.50 a week on our yearly plan. Join Extra or Extra Extra and you get 2 bonus episodes every week, plus close friends access on Instagram, pre-sales ticket priority and merch discounts. Find out more at emsolation.supercast.com now. Emsolation with Em Rossiano is recorded at Down the Hill Studios, hosted by Em Rossiano with Michael Lucas. Executive produced by Benjamin Wasley, produced by Em Rossiano. Edited by Ezekiel Fenn with videos by James Henderson. Socials by Benjamin Wasley, Em Rossiano and Marcella Rossiano Barrow, with assistance from Jem Evans and Isabella Hines. You'll find links to get more Emsolation on Instagram at Emsolation Podcast. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to chat with you again soon.